What if I told you that right now, at this very moment, something inside you is waking up? That the very fact you are here, watching this, is not a coincidence, but a signal, a sign that your consciousness is preparing to leap beyond the limits of the ordinary. The question is, are you ready? If you've ever felt like the world around you isn't what it seems, if you've ever questioned reality itself, type in the comments, "I am ready." Let the universe know that you are stepping into something greater. And if you feel the pull of this knowledge, if you sense that something powerful is about to unfold, hit the like button. Let's awaken those who are meant to see this. For centuries, hidden societies, mystical traditions, and ancient texts have spoken of a moment, one that few ever reach. The point where a seeker is no longer just searching, but transforming. Some call it enlightenment, others call it ascension. The Hermeticists, the Vedic sages, the alchemists, they all described this moment as the threshold of a new reality. But here's the secret. Before this leap happens, the universe sends signs. Subtle at first, then undeniable. These signs are not random. They are the keys, the markers that your soul is preparing for something greater. And if you recognize them, you will no longer drift through life. You will step into your highest destiny. In this video, we are unlocking one of the most ancient and hidden secrets, the signals that indicate you are on the verge of a consciousness shift. We will uncover the wisdom of lost civilizations, decode the messages hidden in ancient texts, and reveal how you can prepare yourself for this leap. Because once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. Throughout history, those who have awakened to higher states of consciousness have left behind clues, traces of wisdom encoded in ancient texts, sacred symbols, and oral traditions passed down through secret societies. They knew that the journey of awakening was not random. It followed a pattern, a sacred process hidden in the fabric of existence itself. The ancient Egyptians, masters of esoteric knowledge, spoke of the concept of Zep Tepi, the first time, a moment of divine remembrance when a soul awakens to its true nature. The priests of the mystery schools believed that this awakening was not given. It was earned. Those who sought the truth had to undergo trials, shedding the illusions of the material world to see beyond the veil. In Vedic philosophy, the sages described this shift as moksha, the liberation from the cycle of illusion and rebirth. The Upanishads teach that only those who are ready to detach from the transient world will glimpse the eternal truth. The Bhagavad Gita whispers of the moment when the mind transcends doubt and the seeker merges with the cosmic will. And in the esoteric traditions of the West, the Hermeticists and alchemists encoded this transformation within the process of transmutation. Lead into Gold was never about metals. It was about the soul. They spoke of the great work, the magnum opus, the journey from ignorance to enlightenment, a transformation so profound that the old self must die for the new one to be born. But here's what they never wrote in books. Before this transformation takes place, before the soul ascends to its higher state, it experiences a series of signals, sacred omens that indicate the shift is near. Some experience it as synchronicities, impossible coincidences that defy logic. Others feel an unshakable pull toward ancient wisdom, as if something forgotten is rising from deep within. The ancients knew that when these signs appeared, the seeker had reached a crossroads. To ignore them was to fall back into the dream of ordinary life, but to recognize them was to take the first step toward a new reality. And now, we will begin unlocking these signs, one by one, so that you may see what has been hidden in plain sight. The first sign of an imminent consciousness leap is the unraveling of illusion. Have you ever felt like the world around you is shifting, Like the things you once believed in no longer hold the same weight? The ancient sages called this Maya, the grand illusion that keeps humanity trapped in a false reality. But when your consciousness begins to expand, the illusion starts to crack. You may suddenly see through societal conditioning, the programs designed to keep you obedient, fearful, and distracted. You begin to realize that many of the rules you once followed were never real to begin with. The pursuit of status, the race for material wealth, the need for external validation, it all starts to feel hollow. This is why many people going through this shift experience a detachment from the material world. Not in the sense of abandoning it, but in no longer being enslaved by it. Money, fame, power, these things lose their grip on you because you finally understand that they are tools, not purposes. The second sign is synchronicity, the strange and undeniable alignment of events that seem too perfect to be mere coincidence. You start seeing repeated numbers, 1111, 333, 555. You think of someone and they call you. You are drawn to an ancient book, a forgotten teaching, a message that feels like it was meant just for you. Carl Jung called this the causal connecting principle, the idea that life itself begins speaking to you when you are ready to listen. The ancients knew this too. They saw synchronicities as messages from the divine, whispers from the universe guiding you toward your destiny. The third sign is a deep, unshakable longing for knowledge, but not just any knowledge. You begin seeking wisdom beyond the ordinary. You feel pulled toward ancient civilizations, esoteric teachings, spiritual philosophies, books, symbols, and ideas that once seemed obscure now feel strangely familiar, as if you are remembering something long forgotten. This is because, according to mystery traditions, true knowledge is not learned, it is recalled. Plato spoke of anamnesis, the idea that the soul already knows the truth and must only remember it. The Gnostics believed that awakening was not about acquiring new beliefs, but stripping away falsehoods to reveal the hidden divine spark within. And when these three signs, disillusionment, synchronicity, and an insatiable thirst for truth, begin to merge, it means something profound. You are standing at the threshold. You are no longer just existing, you are awakening. But here's where most people falter. This is where the path splits. Some hesitate, afraid to leave behind the comfort of the familiar. Others embrace the transformation and step into a new reality. In the next section, we will explore what happens next, the deeper layers of this shift, and how to navigate the final steps before your consciousness takes the leap. As your consciousness prepares for its leap, the old world will not let go easily. You will experience resistance, not just from society, but from within yourself. This is the final test, the threshold that separates those who awaken from those who turn back. The fourth sign of transformation is the dark night of the soul. Every ancient tradition speaks of this moment, the descent before the rise, the death before the rebirth. The Buddhists call it the dissolution of the ego. The Sufis speak of fana, the annihilation of the self. In alchemy, it is known as the black phase, when all that is false is burned away so that the true self can emerge. During this phase, everything that no longer serves you will begin to fall apart. Old relationships may fade, long-held beliefs will crumble, even your sense of identity may feel like it is dissolving. This is not a punishment. It is a purification. The universe is stripping away what is not truly you, making room for what you are destined to become. But here is where the great paradox of awakening appears. Just when it feels like you are losing everything, you are actually gaining something far greater. And that leads us to the fifth sign, an overwhelming sense of inner power. At first, this power may feel unfamiliar, even intimidating. It is not the power of control or dominance. It is the power of alignment. You begin to notice that when you focus your intent, reality shifts around you. The people, the opportunities, the knowledge you need seem to appear at exactly the right moment. You realize that what you once thought was coincidence was never coincidence at all. This is the moment when you begin to operate from a higher state of being. You no longer react to life. You create it. Your emotions, your thoughts, your energy become tools for shaping your reality. This is the stage where mystics, sages, and ancient masters lived, not bound by fear, but guided by purpose. And then comes the final sign, the call to serve. Once you have awakened, the journey is no longer just about you. A deep knowing emerges that you were not meant to keep this wisdom hidden, but to share it, to uplift others who are still searching. The greatest teachers of history, Buddha, Christ, Lao Tzu, and countless others, did not keep their awakening to themselves. They became beacons of light for those who were ready to see. The moment this calling ignites within you, your transformation is complete. You are no longer seeking the path, you are walking it. You have become the bridge between the old world and the new. But how do you make this transition? How do you step into your highest self without fear, without hesitation? In the next section, we will uncover the ancient practices and techniques that allow you to fully embody this shift. Practical steps to ensure you do not just glimpse enlightenment, but fully integrate it into your life. Now that you understand the signs of your consciousness leap, the question is, how do you step fully into this transformation? Knowing is not enough. Awakening is not just an experience, it must become a way of being. The ancient masters left behind powerful techniques to ensure that those who reached this threshold could cross it with clarity, strength, and purpose. These methods are not theoretical. They are practical tools designed to shift your energy, expand your awareness, and align you with the higher forces guiding your path. The first and most essential practice is inner stillness. The modern world is loud, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It is designed to keep you distracted, so you never hear the quiet voice of truth within. But every awakened being, from the Zen monks of Japan to the Sufi mystics of Persia, mastered the art of stillness. Find a moment in your day, just 10 minutes, to sit in silence. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Observe your thoughts, but do not chase them. In this space, the deeper layers of your consciousness will begin to reveal themselves. Do this consistently, and the illusions of the world will begin to lose their grip on you. The second practice is energy awareness. Ancient civilizations understood something that modern science is only beginning to confirm. Your consciousness is not confined to your brain. It is a field, an energy that extends beyond your physical body. And like any energy, it can be strengthened, purified, and directed. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate this energy is through conscious breathwork. In the yogic traditions, this is called pranayama, the art of controlling life force through breath. A simple but powerful technique is box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle for a few minutes each day, and you will notice a shift. Your mind will sharpen. Your intuition will strengthen. Your emotions will stabilize. And most importantly, your energy will rise, aligning you with higher states of consciousness. The third practice is the power of intention and frequency. Every thought, every emotion, every word you speak carries a vibration. and that vibration shapes the reality you experience. This is why ancient texts emphasize mantras, affirmations, and sacred sound, not because of superstition, but because sound is energy, and energy creates form. Start by becoming conscious of the words you speak, especially to yourself. Do your words empower you, or do they reinforce limitation? A simple mantra to align with your highest self is, I am open, I am ready, I am aligned with my highest path. Speak it. Feel it. Let its vibration rewire your subconscious mind. Because once your mind aligns with higher truth, your external reality will begin to shift. And the final practice, perhaps the most important, is trust in the process. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and discomfort. That is the nature of transformation. A caterpillar does not become a butterfly without dissolving into chaos first. But if you surrender to the process, if you trust that everything happening is part of your soul's evolution, you will emerge more powerful, more conscious, and more aligned than ever before. This is not the end of your journey. It is only the beginning. And the world needs awakened souls now more than ever. The question is, are you ready to step into your highest self? You have now reached the final stage, the moment where knowledge turns into action. You have seen the signs, felt the shift, and understood the practices that will help you step into this new level of consciousness. But there is one last thing you must know. The leap is yours to take. No one can force you to awaken. No external force will push you beyond the threshold. The universe presents the door, but you must be the one to walk through it. This is why so many hesitate, why some stay trapped in the familiar, clinging to the illusion of safety. But you are different. You would not have made it this far if your soul was not ready. Remember this. Your reality is responding to you. Every thought you entertain, every action you take, every intention you set, these shape the world you live in. The ancients knew this truth well. The Hermetic principle states, as within, so without. The moment you claim your awakening, the external world will begin to shift in response. So now, ask yourself, will you answer the call? If you are ready to take this leap, to move beyond fear, beyond limitation, beyond the illusions that have held you back, let the universe know. Type, I am ready in the comments below. Declare it, affirm it, set it into motion. And if this message resonated with you, if you feel the power of this knowledge awakening something deep within you, then like this video so that more seekers can find it. Because when one soul awakens, it creates a ripple effect, lighting the path for countless others. This is your time. The world is shifting, and consciousness is evolving. You are not here by accident. You are part of something greater. The only question left is, will you embrace it? Let me know what topic you'd like to explore next. Until then, walk boldly, seek deeply, and trust the path. The universe is waiting.